welcome back. I know it's been a while, hasn't it? So today I have a very special and exciting video to share with you guys because Cricut Canada has decided to send me my very own Cricut Joy machine! Say what? Take a look! Oh, here it is. Canada Post come through. If you have no idea what a Cricut Joy is, it's basically a super compact smart cutting machine that can cut and draw and write on a variety of different materials, including vinyl and cardstock and iron-on paper, and even basic materials you have at home like construction paper also works. So today we are going to unbox this thing together and see what goodies we will find inside. I have never used a Cricut machine before, so I'm really curious to see what kinds of things we are going to make. And because it's the back to school season that's creeping up on us, faster than I'd like, I have to admit, we're going to see what kinds of things we can make for the new school year. And before we start, I also wanted to give a huge shout out to Cricut Canada for sponsoring this video. If you would like to purchase your own Cricut Joy, then go ahead and click the link in the description box below. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to unboxing. Wow, wow, wow. Take a look at this, my friends. Take a gander. I'm liking what I see already. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this is the Cricut Joy machine. And there's a whole bunch of accessories on this side. So how about we go through this first and then we'll go through the accessories. Let's do it! Oh, wow, the box is exploding on me because there's so much joy I can't handle the box. Wow! This is getting me so excited. Oh, it's a box within a box. Ooh! So here it is, the Cricut Joy, your DIY best friend. Wow, are we gonna be best friends? I hope so. Wow, okay. So this is the machine in the box, nicely protected and wrapped. Oh, she's so tiny! They weren't kidding when they said compact. Okay, this is actually, I can hold it in one hand. Look at that. Let me unwrap the plastic on it. And inside the box, there is also the power cord. And I believe this is the wall adapter. And, ooh, there's also a pen. And what are you? Open me. Ah, this is the user manual. Let's get started. It says we go to the website, we'll have to click on the setup tab and then it'll just walk me through on how to set it up. So that seems pretty easy enough. So we're going to do that in just a sec. I see that it also gives you some sample paper to do some sample cutting, some sample vinyl, which is this beautiful silver color. And there's also a Cricut Joy standard grip cutting mat. Nice, all right. Okay, so back to the box, we also have a whole bunch of accessories that I'm gonna go through as well. Here we have the, oh, let me show you, the Cricut Joy starter tool set. And there's 3 items in this set. There is a spatula, just kidding, a spatula right here in the middle, a weeder, looks like something you'd find at the dentist's office. That's the pokey thing, I'm assuming. And this is the scraper. So this seems like the 3 tools that every Cricut user needs to get started. So I'm excited to try those out. We also have the Cricut Joy card mat. Ooh, we're making custom cards today or what? We also have the insert cards. I believe this is what we're going to be using to make the cards, and it comes in 5 1, 2, 3. Yes, 5 beautiful colors. Tulip, a powder blue, whispering blue, lavender, white and gray, and there's envelopes too. Interesting. Okay, so there's this set. And on top of that, you'll see all these little rolls. These are the vinyl rolls in a variety of different colors. So we have dark red, tulip, we have light pink. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in one set, I believe. This is why there's a number 5 on there. And we got 5 colors. There's a silver, a gold, a black, tomato red, and white. So this is gonna be a fun one to use. We also have just a standard black, which is always a popular choice, as well as a white. And ooh, we got something different. This is actually not the permanent vinyl. This is a smart iron-on. So this one you can iron on to different fabrics like t-shirts, canvases, to customize those kinds of items and make those fun projects if you're into that. And there's also some transfer tape. So this, I believe, is to be used with the vinyl when you're transferring it from the paper to the project. So I haven't tried it before. These are all just assumptions at this point as a Cricut newbie. So I believe that's everything in the box. We got a lot of good fun stuff to work with today. So let's see what we can do. Alright, let's get our Cricut set up so we can finally start using it and make some super cool stuff. Step 1, it says go to cricut.com/setup. Alright, you heard that? You have to download something. Oh, Design Space! So you have to download the program called Design Space for your computer, but also if you don't have a computer, there is an app that you can download from the App Store, also called Design Space by Cricut, and you can do the same thing on your phone. So, I love the accessibility. I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. Product setup. Oh, I gotta create all the information. Okay, create Cricut ID. Okay, so you have to create a Cricut ID first, and then select a product type to continue. Smart cutting machine. Which smart cutting machine do you want to set up? I have a Cricut Joy, the tiniest, cutest one right here. Clear 10 inches of space behind Cricut Joy. Okay, check. Step 2, plug Cricut Joy into wall outlet and power on. Plug it right into the back there. And then I'm going to take this piece and plug it into there. And then this will go into the wall outlet. Okay, step 3, connect to computer. Connect via Bluetooth in system settings. Oh, okay, so you go to Bluetooth, find the Joy CD19, connect. You can tell that it's on because the light has turned on. I'm gonna open it up. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, I'm just gonna remove this little foam piece. Oh, okay, that's the blade. I think it's right there. And then, yeah, the rollers. Okay, I figured it out. The Bluetooth took a little while, but afterwards it's supposed to update your machine. So it says updating, let's get you the latest and greatest features. You just click on update, and then it reboots the machine and gets it ready to use. Great, your Cricut Joy is up to date. Let's click next. Register machine. It says add Joy to your Cricut ID. Yes, that's me. Register. Success, your Joy is registered and set up. So this is the Cricut Access. This is like a premium membership feature thing where you can have access to a lot more images, it looks like, a lot more fonts. This is an option for you if you're interested. I'm just going to click no thanks for the time being. Let's test a cut. Ooh, okay, so select an image to get started. Do we have to use one of these or can I try something else? I'm going to see if I can try something else. Now I'm on the website where everything is located. So this is the Design Space. I can start a new project. Alright, first product idea, we're just going to test the waters first since I have never used a Cricut machine before. We're going to do a test cut, but I don't want to waste it. I want to have a purpose for it. So, back to school's coming up. If you're like me, I love personalizing and customizing things. So I have my water bottle here. I do have some extra space on the back. I'm thinking if I add another little sea creature, it might be pretty neat. So we're gonna test cut a little sea creature and try to stick it right here and see how that goes. So I'm gonna go back into the design space, find a sea creature that I like, and then we're going to see if we can cut it out and stick it on flawlessly. Let's give it a go. Okay, so we're just gonna go to images and find, what about like a sea turtle? I think that would be kind of cool. Oh, this one's cute. So I'm just gonna click it and insert the image into the design space, and it tells you how big. I don't know if you can see that. It tells you how big the image can be. And I'm just gonna resize it because it's a little huge. This is the silver one. I don't think I'm gonna use silver. I might use a white vinyl just so it matches with the white theme for the bottle. The cool thing about these vinyls is that they're actually a new type called the smart material or smart vinyl, which means that you don't actually need a cutting mat to use it. You can just slip this right into the machine and it cuts directly on it, so it saves you that extra step. Okay, so before starting, it actually tells you how long it should be, and because I'm cutting without a mat, it says it recommends a material that's 14 by 11. So I did have to recut it so to make sure that it is 11 centimeters. And then to set the base material, it is a smart vinyl permanent, I believe. And then it says load tools and material. Oop, calibrating. Oh, okay. Doing a little dance first. All right, I think we're ready to watch this in action. Let's click the go button and hope I did it right. Preparing, finalizing. Wow, complete. Okay, unload. Let me see. The cut lines are there. It's a very cute turtle. Okay, this part's a little hard to see, but the next step is to do the weeding. So what you want to do is remove the negative space in your design, so then you're left with an outline, and then you can stick that on the transfer tape and then stick it on your product. So I'm just going to take my little weeder. Still looks like a dentist tool to me, and we're just going to pick at the spots that we do not want to keep in our project. Okay, so I just want the outline, so I'm actually going to weed out the stuff that's in the middle. So like all the negative space on the inside is what I don't want. Okay, so there's the turtle's head. As you can see, that's gonna be discarded. I'm gonna peel it at a 45-degree angle, kind of with like all vinyls and decals. You don't want to rip anything by accident. Okay, and then this becomes trash, unfortunately. So if there's any way that you can print multiple things into one sheet to reduce less waste, that would be awesome, but that was just my first tester. Turtle came out kind of cute. I'm going to show you how to use the transfer tape now to transfer the design right on there. Okay, so I got some of my transfer tape. I just cut it to size so I'm not wasting any of it, and I'm just gonna peel it back carefully, and now I'm just gonna put it on my design, making sure to cover all of it very slowly. Okay, and I feel like you could use the scraper just to make sure it transfers well onto there. Oh, there we go. Dots are on there now. Can you see it? I need the eyeball. There's the eyeball. And the little air bubbles. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I just needed a little bit of scraping grime on there. I feel like sticking it here would be a good spot. Now for the moment of truth. The nice thing about the transfer tape is that it's clear, so you can easily position it to your liking. It's okay if the transfer tape wrinkles as long as the design is flat. So right now you're probably looking at it like, whoa, what happened there, Sharon? But we can do a little fixer-upper with that, don't worry. That's because I placed it in a really questionable spot on the bottle. Remove the transfer tape and reveal the design underneath. Ooh, cute! So, if you notice a little bit of wrinkles or air bubbles, you can just kind of push it out with your nail to flatten it. For my first time, I think we were pretty successful. What do you think? So this is the final water bottle in all its glory with the new addition of the cute turtle, and I love it. It looks so good. Even though there's a little bit of crinkles there, I just managed with a nail clipper, I clipped off the excess and just smoothed it out, and you can barely even tell now. Don't mind the mess. You can tell I am in creative mode when everything is scattered on my desk like this. Super curious to see how the pen works, so I'm just gonna try it with the sample paper and the pen that was provided in the bundle. So here is the fine point 0.4 black pen, and instead of a blade for cutting, we are going to change it out for the pen to draw. So I'm going to carefully place this aside, open up the pen lid, and then just stick that in there like this. Does it click? I have no idea. Nope, but it just closes like that. Okay, just to make sure it's secure. And for my piece of paper, I'm going to stick it onto my Cricut Joy standard grit mat. That's the green one that came with it. So there is a plastic film on it, so make sure that you remove that first before sticking anything on there. Okay. I might save the film for later so it doesn't lose the adhesiveness, but I'm just gonna stick it right in the middle, line up the corners, and just smooth it down so it doesn't shift when the machine is drawing on it. So let's load her up. Never seen anything draw so precisely before. Every line, every detail. It just looks so amazing. Wow, this opens up a new door of card making in the future. I see it already. But this is definitely something that you can give to a colleague, your team teacher. You can do it for signs in your classroom. The thing with this mat though is that because it's so sticky, it kind of like bends the cardstock, so we'll have to be super careful with it when we're peeling. Whoopsies. Like that. Oh, it kind of makes it roll. It rolls it up, but that's okay. You can totally turn this into a card. You can put a backing on it, color it in. Wow, there's some potential there. I'm not going to finish it today, but I just wanted to show you guys what the drawing feature can do, and I am thoroughly impressed. Okay, so now that we had our tester run, I feel like we are ready to try something bigger scale, a bigger project. I don't know if you're ready, but I am. So this is what I'm thinking. I have this chalkboard, okay, that I am planning on turning into a back to school board. So I don't know if you guys have seen them before, but they're like those boards that kids always hold, you know, on their first day back to school. They take a picture with the board and it's like so-and-so's first day of grade 1 at this school, and it's like, I'm 3 years old and these are my favorite things and this is the date. Something like that. But instead of a student version, I'm gonna make a teacher version. And so we're going to have my name, the grade I'm teaching this year, the school I'm at, how many students I have in my class, as well as my favorite subjects that I like to teach, and then the school year date at the bottom. So that's just kind of the rough plan I have in my head. So we're going to make a first day back board, or back to school board, that some people call it. Okay, so let's give this a try. So if you're wondering about the images that I used in this specific project, I found them all in the images library here on the left-hand side, and I searched up the word banner. So there's a whole bunch of different banners you can use. The ones with the flags, the ones that look like scrolls, all different kinds of designs. That was one of the ones I used. So is this one. And you can have ones that look like arrows, different corners, edges. I've also used this one here. So just from searching up one word, I was able to pretty much find almost everything I needed. For the shapes, I found them in the shapes library here. So the circle I also used the square, resized it to what I need. And then for the text, so for the number of students and the favorite subjects, I just typed it in here in the text box. And then I chose the font I wanted. There's a whole bunch of different fonts you can choose from. The one I used was called Miss Honey, I believe. There it is. Number of students, yeah, that was the font I chose. And then there was also favorite subjects. There was that one. And then the same thing for first day of. I used all the same font, which is the DTC Miss Honey font. And so that's how I did all the text. And then the shapes and everything was found already in the program. My, oh my, we are finally done. I have completed cutting out all the pieces necessary to make this back to school board. And now it is time to put them all into place and put them onto transfer tape and then stick them on. So just going through it, I have 2 golden banners on either side of the board, and then I have this long ribbon-like banner at the top for the name. This is in white, you can't really see it, but it says first day of, and then this pink banner in the middle will say the grade, the @ symbol, and then there's another banner for the school name, and then here I have number of students. This circle will indicate that number at the bottom. This one is favorite subjects, and then this orange circle will indicate favorite subjects that I like to teach. And then at the bottom, it's another pink banner, and this will say the school year. So let's see how long it's gonna take to put this all together. Okay, so I'm a little worried that the middle part is not going to fit nicely, so I'm just going to stick on the last piece first and then gauge from there how we're going to rearrange the stuff in the middle. So let's do that first. I feel like I should have put these two parts a little closer together because now I have this awkward space in the middle, but do not fear, I have an idea. Okay, here we go. We're going with the apples. We are gonna stick a silver apple right in the middle just for fun. I feel like it's a little bit empty on the inside though, so let me add one last thing. What better color to make a heart in the middle than tomato red? Okay, I literally just made a red heart sticker and I'm gonna stick it right in the middle of the apple because teaching is a work of heart. I don't know who comes up with these quotes, but I love it and it's gonna go right there. Probably don't want to rub this, otherwise I'll get stains on it. But, oh wow, we are done. Are you guys ready to see the final product of the back to school chalkboard? Dun 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 dun! Here it is! Ah! It looks so good! This is my version of a back to school chalkboard teacher edition. So as you can see, here at the top, this is where the name goes. So Miss Saw's first day of. Next year I'll be teaching grade 1. So grade 1 at, and then the school name. And then over here I would write the number of students I have in my class. I added this little decal just for fun. And then favorite subjects, I would just list 2 or 3 of my favorite subjects that I love to teach. And then at the bottom there is a spot for you to put the school year. So 2021 to 2022 is what I would put there. Process was very enjoyable, although tedious and a tiny bit frustrating at times when I had to when I had trouble with the transfer tape or when I had trouble with the cutting machine, but that was just like user error because it was my first time using it. But other than that, it was so much fun creating this. And also I totally forgot about the water bottle that I made today earlier, the little turtle on my water bottle. Some fun back to school DIYs for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed it. About the Cricut Joy, I do have to say the whole experience was very user-friendly. For me, who was a beginner using a Cricut machine for the first time, I didn't find I had too many hiccups with it. The whole process was pretty seamless, and it was pretty easy to diagnose any issues I had on my own. So user-friendliness, 5 Cricuts out of 5 Cricuts. Another thing I love about the Cricut Joy is just the size of it. It's so compact, so small, fits in one hand, and you can bring it anywhere. And it also sits very nicely on your desk. It doesn't take up too much room, and it looks super cute. So that's a plus. Portability and size, 5 Cricuts out of 5 Cricuts. I just love that you can personalize and customize literally anything that you have. You can make labels for things and just do so much with this Cricut Joy. The possibilities are endless. So functionality, 5 Cricuts out of 5 Cricuts. One thing I did notice though with the whole experience and the process of creating with the Cricut machine is just the amount of waste that I created. And maybe it's because that I was creating a lot of outlines, and when you're making outlines there is a lot of negative space that you end up throwing away. So I don't know, maybe next time if I'm creating more outlines, I have to be a little bit more strategic with my placement of things so I end up using up more of the vinyl, and so it's less wasteful in that sense. But if I just want to cut out like stickers, just like a simple cut like this, and use it as a sticker without any outline, then there's no waste, really no waste created, compared to if I were to cut out like this banner, because all the insides, they got thrown out, unfortunately. Well, some of the good ones I kept, and I'm thinking of just like creating something else with it, but there's just something I notice with the process there. I also wanted to point out that as nice as this packaging looks, it would be nice to see something a little bit more eco-friendly or sustainable, like recycled paper, as opposed to this hard plastic, which is much harder to recycle, and all of it ends up in the landfill anyway. Know what I'm saying? So something a little bit better for the planet would be great. So in terms of waste, definitely 3 Cricuts out of 5 Cricuts, but maybe that's just me not knowing how to properly position things and making use of every little inch of vinyl that I had. But other than that, I feel like I have picked up a new hobby of cricketing. Is that a thing? Is that a verb that people say? Of cricketing. And I will definitely be creating more fun projects with my Cricut Joy in the future. So that is it for today's video. I just want to say thank you once again to Cricut Canada for sponsoring the video and for sending me my very first Cricut Joy. I love it so much, and I think we are definitely going to be DIY besties from now on. If you are interested in purchasing your own Cricut Joy, then please click on the link in the description box below so you can have a DIY bestie of your own. I just had a blast creating with my Cricut Joy today. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to SharonBeMakinStuff, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!